I know. You're good at that.
Yeah. I practice my wind noises.
Wind noises.
That's the dorkiest weather thing you probably ever heard about. But
okay.
I do want to say that we are heading into the windy season, and that's the reason why I gave this. So I didn't update the banner here, but I want to show you something. March and April is where we average about 8.4 miles per hour per day. So what that means is this stands out from all the rest. This is also what blows a lot of pollen around, and we're going to be using terms like breezy and windy and hopefully not blustery, because as we just learned, that's a colder term, but we are already going to call it breezy tomorrow because winds are going to be in that 15 to 25 mile per hour range. Now, mainly gusting up to windy strength, kind of flexing what we just learned between 20 and 30 miles per hour. I want to show you something. I'm going to remove the numbers because I want you to focus in on the colors. Green means 30 plus, so that would be a very windy environment if you're talking about the wind gusts. If we pop up any little bit of yellows that we are starting to see here in the mountains, that's going to be over 40 miles per hour. That'd be a strong wind. And you can see here by the middle of the afternoon, we are seeing some of these greens south of the Charlotte area, and then some thunderstorms going to be possible at this point that are really going to be picking things up. Let's start with the good. 76 degrees, even though the rain is good because we do need it. Mid 70s again. Yesterday we hit 74. We're at 76 today. And then Shira, you're even going to challenge 80 degrees. So as I teased at the beginning of the noon, 76 actually feels more like April 24. So we're way ahead of schedule by about 2 months. So note, we will cool down eventually, and we've seen quite the collection of high temperatures in the month of February. The coldest high that we had, 39 degrees. Twice we hit 80 degrees, and now today will be the fourth time in the 70s, and we will do it again tomorrow. 73 tomorrow, back to the 60s on Friday. We have a bunch of different ranges going forward because by the end of the weekend, a dry cold front that's going to pick up the winds is going to cool us down by over 15 degrees. So that's why we have the lower 70s, great for the Charlotte FC match, and then back down to the 50s. Tomorrow also has a chance for thunderstorms, as I just mentioned. So anytime you have this blue shading, this comes from the Storm Prediction Center. It just means a general thunderstorm. So we're not really expecting severe weather. Now, can it happen? Yes. In my opinion, I don't think that we're going to have any severe thunderstorm warnings just because we don't really have the right fuel. We could have a strong thunderstorm, so some gusty winds still providing some wind damage, just not severe weather criteria. By tomorrow morning, we have more clouds. That's step one. By the mid to late morning, we could have a light rain shower. At this point, you're going to see the clouds get a little bit darker. The window of opportunity for a thunderstorm, I think, is between about 2 and 6. At this point, we have a little line that starts to form, and there could be a few pulses right along here. Oh, look at that one. That one just popped up. That's 4 o'clock, showing around Rock Hill. So any point to point, again, between about 2 and 6 o'clock, that's going to have a chance for thunderstorms starting to form. If it looks like this, though, then you actually could have a severe thunderstorm warning, but likely the environment isn't really going to help us out too much. But rainfall, it depends. If you get the thunderstorm, I think you could have a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rain. If you don't, it's going to be less than 2/10, or many of us, less than 1/10 of an inch. After this passes, we're down to the 60s, and then we have a jump up to a jump down. Saturday is my pick of the weekend because it's the warmest, lower 70s, and the shift of the winds out of that colder direction will bring temperatures back down into the 50s. So as I mentioned, great weather for the home opener for Charlotte FC. That match officially is at 2:15. Oftentimes, the first one isn't always great. This one is going to be sensational. Wow. Temperatures only visit the 50s for 2 days, Sunday and Monday. 25 is going to be the start on Monday, so Monday's going to be a really cold beginning, but right back to the 60s and a freezing start on Tuesday. We'll be right back after the break.